They gave me a scholarship or helped me just donate to me while I'm in college, as far as it goes to taking care of me or in any aspect. So I just appreciate everybody and thank you for helping me along the way.
Hey everyone, I just want to give a big shout out to my friends, my family, my professors, everyone that helped me get through this journey. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but we definitely made it to the end, and I appreciate you guys so much for everything. Shout out to Jacksonville, and we're here. We made it. Thank you guys. Love you.
Yes, 4 years ago, I came to Jacksonville State not knowing what the day would hold, not knowing what I would get through. I had had a stroke, been through many sickness and hardships, but by the grace of God, I made it to this day, and I want to thank my parents. I want to thank just my family for being there through the hard and tough times, and most of all, I want to thank God. And to those people out there that think you cannot do it or think you cannot accomplish your dreams, you can do it. I'm excited for what the future holds ahead, and so fear the beat and go Gamecocks.
I would like to give a big shout out to my daughters, Miley and Paisley. You guys have been my biggest motivation, inspiration to finish school. I'd also like to give a big shout out to my husband. You have given me so much support, and I'm very grateful for that. To my parents and to my mother and father-in-law, you have given me so much support throughout this entire experience. And also to my sisters-in-law, my brother-in-law, my siblings, and to professors and staff. You guys have helped me along the way, and go Gamecocks.
First, I'd like to give a shout out to God because this was a long, intriguing process. Second, I'd like to give a shout out to the whole 205. We did it, baby. I'm here. And third but not least, I'd like to give a shout out to my family that came all the way from Houston, Texas. Thank y'all. Shout out to my teachers, everybody who come with me this long process. I very appreciate you.
I want to give a shout out to my parents, my sister. I want to give a shout out to my friends, Sam, Chris, Austin. Give a shout out to my girlfriend. Thank you for all your help. I want to shout out my job. Thank you for working with me and my schedule, realizing that school was first for me. Special thanks to Tommy for working with me there. And for the beat.
First of all, I just want to thank God for allowing me the strength and wisdom to make it this far in my college journey. I am so thankful to be able to celebrate today with my friends and family. I also want to thank my mom and dad for being my best support system, always being a shoulder to cry on or someone to celebrate my accomplishments with. I will be forever grateful for all of the support that you've given me through my time here at Jacksonville State.
I just wanted to say a huge shout out to my parents who not only got me through school but encouraged me the whole time to do my best, to all my professors for helping me grow and be more confident in my skills, and to all my friends who supported me when I thought I couldn't do it. I did it.
I just wanted to say thanks to my family and friends and my girlfriend and Lord. Appreciate the support.
Happy graduation day, Gamecocks. A big thank you to my mom who got me here today. Without you, I would not be the woman I am. And I know you and Nana have a front seat from heaven watching me today. I love you to infinity and beyond. A big thanks to my papa, my dad, my stepmom Tracy, Lisa, Dean, Rhonda, Gary, Cece, and everyone else and my adopted family and friends who got me here today. Jonah, thanks for being my #1 supporter and my best study partner. I love you. A big thanks to my sorority sisters of Alpha Zeta Delta, my best friends, my roommates. I would not be where I am without y'all. I love y'all so much, and happy graduation day once again. Stay cocky.
First off, I want to say thank you to my mom and dad for helping me get through college, and I also want to say thank you to Jacksonville State for giving me some of my best friends. Go Gamecocks.
Hey everybody, thank y'all for coming. I just want to thank all of y'all for what you've done for me and getting me through college. I know this year has been very rough, but I'm just so grateful that we are all still here to see this next milestone. And I just couldn't be any more proud of the person that y'all have raised me to be. So I just want to thank y'all so much, and I love y'all.
I just want to give a huge shout out to my dad and my godparents and all my friends for pushing me to do my best, and a shout out to JSU for teaching me that hard work does pay off. Go Gamecocks.
Hey everybody, I just want to say Thank you, God, for leading me in this direction and supporting me, but most of all, thank you to my husband and my wonderful family. I love you all, and I don't know what I'd do without you. Thank you to especially Donna Dunn and Miss Lori McGrath for helping me make it through this far. I appreciate everything everyone's done for me at Jacksonville State, and yeehaw, we done it.
I would like to shout out my parents who teach me the right and wrongs in life and help me go through the tough times and help me give me the right mindset and good mentality to see the value of life. And I also want to thank my little sisters as well as my whole family, really, just because they were there for me through the tough times as well as the great times when I need them. And yeah, pretty much about it.
I just want to give a big shout out to the man up above, Jesus Christ himself, for making this day possible for me. I want to give a special shout out to my friends and my family for always being there for me. I also want to give a special shout out to my husband, Etho, who's been there, my study buddy, someone that actually helps me out with homework as well too. And last but not least, I want to give a shout out to my beloved mother, Sharifa Shakesha Clavery, that's been there for me from the day I've been there, even though she's deceased as of July the 9th of 2019, but she was there in spirit and still here in spirit. Thank you, congratulations, right?
I would like to thank both of my parents for being such strongholds during this educational journey, and I would especially like to thank all of my professors, especially Dr. Hamasal and Dr. Ashley Turner, for being an integral part in my educational process. Go Gamecocks.
First off, I want to thank God for allowing me to get to this point in my life. I also want to thank my husband, Jared, my mom, and my dad for always pushing me to reach my goals and dreams. I love you all. Go Gamecocks.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the universe for allowing me to be in this situation that I am today. I'd also like to thank my fiance, Kaya. You are my rock and you're the light of my life, and I love you so much. I'd also like to thank my parents, my mama, my daddy, my sister Carly, and my mama and my late papa. I'd also like to thank the biology department for allowing me the opportunities and the chances that I've gotten, specifically with Dr. Turner and Miss Mead. Thank you so much. And then I'd also like to thank the social work department. That's Miss Mead, Miss Phillips, Dr. Wickersham, Mr. Creech, Dr. Long, Mr. Adams, Dr. Maywald, Dr. Ellis, and Miss Wharton. And I'd also like to thank my mentor, Eric Dryden. You guys have touched my life in ways that you will never know. So I'm forever grateful for that. Thank you.
I would like to thank Jesus and God, because without them, I don't know where my faith would be at through this entire journey. So big praises to them. Next, I would like to thank my family and friends, especially my mom and dad, Erica and Darius Burgess, for helping me and allowing me, and also encouraging me throughout my whole schooling years. So I just want to say I love you guys. I want to thank my siblings. I love being y'all big sister. Y'all seen all my accomplishments, and I just want to say I love y'all too. Next, I want to say thank you to my best friend, because she's family as well, and she helped me throughout this entire journey as well. I just want to say I love all of y'all. Go Gamecocks. It should be out.
Hi everyone, I just want to say thank you to all of my family and friends who have supported me throughout these past 4 years. I want to give a special thank you to my mom for helping me, just helping push me to this point. You've supported me through all of my dreams and ambitions, and even through my most difficult times, you have stood there and supported me, and I could not have done this without you. Also, special shout out to Dr. Turner and everyone in the Wormhole Lab. It was great working with you all, and I'm definitely gonna miss you guys.
First off, I just want to thank my parents for instilling hard work in me and believing in me and believing in an education. I want to thank my friends for supporting me along the way, all the teachers that I've had here at Jacksonville State University, and I also want to thank my beautiful fiance for supporting me throughout this journey. Without these people, I wouldn't be able to make it. And so I thank each and every one of you. Go Gamecocks.
I just want to say thank you to all of the people who have supported me going through college. Thank you to my mom. Thank you to Christina Rose. Thank you to Robert and Luann Rose. Thank you to all of my friends who have been here. Thank you to just everyone who's ever impacted me or come across me while I've been here. Everyone's had such a massive impact on me, and I really appreciate everything that everyone has done for me. I want to give a very special shout out to Dr. Hamasu and Dr. Ridlin and Dr. Bernice George. They've been very influential in my stay here and helping me get through everything. And thank you to Constance Bass as well. She's definitely been like a therapist to me in everything that I've gone through here and made sure that I finished it out and I saw it through. So thank you to all of them for everything that they have done for me. And congratulations to all the other Gamecocks who are graduating.
We will begin our commencement ceremony in 5 minutes. Please take your seat and silence your cell phone. Thank you. It is now time to begin Jacksonville State University's Summer 2022 Commencement Ceremony. Please stand for the processional and remain standing.
Welcome to Jacksonville State University's Summer 2022 Commencement Ceremony. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the JSU Army ROTC Honor Guard and the National Anthem, followed by an invocation. I would like to thank our Honor Guard, the Commencement Band, and Kaylin Harris for that moving presentation, and Dr. Ken Bodiford for his direction of the Commencement Band. Jacksonville State University is a diverse community of many cultures and many faiths. We respect and celebrate those differences. Please remain standing as today's invocation is given by a representative of the local faith community, Father Franklin Bamakong, St. Charles, Borromeo Parish, Jacksonville, Alabama. Father Franklin.
Good morning. I invite you to pray with me as together we invoke the most holy name of God the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Almighty and everlasting God, we are gathered here on this campus to say thank you. Thank you for your abundant blessings on the administration, faculty and staff, advisors and coaches, and the alumni of this great college, as well as the family and friends of the graduating students. Above all, we say thank you for these college students who today celebrate a memorable day in their lives, the day of graduation, which they have looked forward to with great expectation and anxiety over years of hard work and considerable effort. By your grace, over these years, they have gained experience, knowledge, strength, confidence, faith, and friendship on this friendliest campus in the South. As today they officially graduate from this campus to face another reality of life in the bigger and complex society, may they always be good and be nice. May they become ever more men and women of dignity, integrity, and of pleasant character. May they uphold truth, and the objective common good as uncompromising values. May they continue to live, love, learn, and lead with courage and conviction. As your word says, I know the plans I have in mind for you, plans for peace, not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. May they know that they truly rise only by lifting others, and that no one of us is as smart as all of us, that unity in diversity is strength. Bless them now and always. Amen.
Thank you, Father Franklin. You may be seated. Good morning. I'm Dr. Christy Shelton, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs at JSU. It is my pleasure to serve as your Mistress of Ceremonies and to welcome all of you to this summer 2022 commencement ceremony. We are also happy to welcome guests from all over the world joining us live on the university's Facebook and YouTube accounts. We welcome all audience participants wherever you are. Commencements are important events on our campus requiring teamwork from a number of people. So let me acknowledge the JSU staff from many departments across campus who have responsibilities for producing JSU commencements. Their contribution to the success of this graduation event is greatly appreciated. Please join me in thanking all of them. Now it is my pleasure to introduce JSU's 13th President, Dr. Don C. Killingsworth, Jr. Dr. Killingsworth.
Well, good morning, and thank you, Dr. Shelton. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration, welcome to Jacksonville State University's summer commencement. Thank you for joining us on this special day as we celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2022. Joining Dr. Shelton, Father Franklin, and myself on the stage this morning are representing the Board of Trustees, Mr. Tony Smoke, our alumni speaker, Mr. Rob Bearden, representing the President's Cabinet, Mr. Terry Casey, Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Stacy Stone, Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities, Dr. Brent Cunningham, Interim Dean of the College of Business and Industry, Dr. Kimberly Gators White, Dean of the College of Education and Professional Studies, Dr. Maureen Newton, Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, Distinguished Professor Dr. John Bauer Graham, Dean of the Houston Cole Library, and Dr. Channing Ford, Dean of the Graduate Studies. Thanks for each of you for participating in today's ceremony, and thank you to all the faculty and staff who have worked hard to organize today's event. Please join me in thanking them for their participation. Before we turn to celebrating the achievements of our graduates, let us first take a moment to recognize those who have assisted them on this journey. I ask, would the family and friends of today's graduates please stand and be recognized at this time? Thank you for your unwavering support of your students and for entrusting us with their education. It is a historic day for many families in attendance, as you are here to witness the first member of the family graduating from college. JSU has always been known as an institution that makes college accessible to first-generation students. Our faculty and staff, many of whom were once first-generation students themselves, take pride in helping these students succeed. Graduates, if you are the first person in your immediate family to earn a four-year degree, please stand so that we may recognize you. Well done. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize our U.S. Army ROTC cadet graduates who became commissioned officers in the U.S. Army yesterday. Please stand to be recognized and remain standing as I call your name. Second Lieutenant Grantlin Montalto. Second Lieutenant Bradley Turner. Congratulations and thank you for your dedication to serving our country. Finally, I would like to recognize all the veterans and current military personnel who are graduating today. Would the graduates who have served or are serving in our nation's armed forces please stand and remain standing. Finally, would all veterans in the audience today or current serving military please stand so that we can recognize you? Thank you for your service to our country. You may be seated. Graduates, we are here today to help you mark an important milestone. Having successfully completed the necessary requirements to earn your degrees, you are now entering the next phase of your lives. Whether you are an undergraduate who is about to start your first job or a graduate student advancing in an established career, this is a time of great excitement and anticipation. It is also bittersweet, as you must part ways with the classmates, professors, and friends who have become family and say goodbye to a place that has become home. Just remember that no matter where life leads you or how many years pass, this will always be your home and you will remain part of the JSU family. During your time here, you have formed connections with people from all over the world, made lifelong friends, and possibly even met your future spouse. You have studied in your chosen field under the guidance of our talented faculty. You have strengthened your critical thinking skills, expanded your knowledge, and explored your creativity. As a result, you have earned your place here today. When you soon cross this stage, you will be counted among the small number of citizens who have earned a college degree. Only 26% of Alabama adults have earned a degree. Most of you have endured personal sacrifices to obtain your degree here at JSU. We understand our students and the difference this degree makes in their lives. We are proud of you and your accomplishments. But despite the personal sacrifices our graduates make on the path to earning their degrees, they understand that a college education is a privilege. Our graduates take what they have learned and fill critical roles in their communities they call home, serving as teachers, nurses, bankers, engineers, social workers, counselors, and a number of other key roles. We know you are up to the task, and we cannot wait to see what you will accomplish. Congratulations, and thank you for choosing JSU. At this time, I have the honor of introducing today's commencement speaker. As you will see in your program, Mr. Rob Bearden is a distinguished alumnus of Jacksonville State University. After earning his Bachelor of Science in Marketing in 1987, he launched a career in software solutions. He served as Chief Operating Officer at JBoss, Entrepreneur in Residence at Benchmark Capital, President and CEO of SpringSource, and co-founder and CEO of Hortonworks before joining Cloudera, where he currently serves as Chief Executive Officer. Cloudera helps businesses manage and analyze data of all types, bringing the right analytics to the right cloud at the right time. The company empowers people to transform complex data anywhere into actionable insights faster and easier. Mr. Bearden is a recognized enterprise software executive, and we are proud that he has joined us today. Please join me in welcoming an outstanding alumnus, Mr. Rob Bearden.
Good morning. Congratulations to the summer class of 2022. Today's a great day. You're graduating from college and starting the next chapter of your life. It takes a lot of hard work, determination, and grit for you to all have gotten to this place. And you did it in the face of tremendous adversity with the tornadoes that crushed the campus in 2018. And then again, you had to endure the pandemic through 2020. And through all that, you've shown the ability to adapt, and you've proven you can overcome anything there is. And I know this day holds a lot of mixed emotion for you. You know, there's the excitement about what the future is going to bring, the roles you're going to play, the people you're going to meet. But it also, clearly, there's some sadness, the friends you're leaving behind, the great memories you're leaving behind. You know, and you should treasure those relationships and work very hard to maintain them as you all go your separate ways. So as you're starting on the next leg of your big journey into the real world, I wanted to give you some of my perspectives on my lessons in life that I've had so far. And what I've learned is that life is just a mini series of happenstances. And it's about how you respond and react to those happenstances that are going to determine your trajectory in life. 35 years ago, in August of 1987, I sat exactly where you are today as a proud JSU graduate. I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I was really sweating it if I was actually going to be allowed to walk or not. But fortunately, it all worked out. Yeah. And I was full of excitement, and I was ready to go out and conquer the world. I was a marketing major. And my idea of success at the time was to go to work for one of the big Fortune 500 companies in Atlanta, Georgia. Coca-Cola, UPS, Norfolk Southern, Delta Airlines, Bank of America, right? In my mind, that was success. And directly after the graduation ceremony, I got in my truck and I started driving home to Snellville, Georgia, to my mother's house. And I realized that I had no job, no prospect of a job, no significant other in my life, and $125 to my name, and that's it. And while Jacksonville State had prepared me extraordinarily well for the world and what the future would bring to me, the economy was in turmoil. A crushing recession was in place. And driving down I-20, it slowly crept in. Maybe my future wasn't so bright, right? Maybe it wasn't going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. So bright and early the next day, I got up, started cranking out resumes to all those companies I mentioned and a bunch more, all right? And then I waited. But what I did, I went back to my high school job in the auto body shop, painting cars, right? I learned so many important lessons there while working there, the most important of which was hard work. Soon, those responses from those resumes I'd sent out began to come back in. No, thank you. Not at this time. We don't have a position to offer you. The overwhelming response was no, right? So I decided to settle into my old job in the body shop, painting and sanding cars. And as happenstance would happen after a few months of working, a very distinguished man walked in the door. And he asked me if I could paint his 1966 Corvette. We talked about the project, we agreed on a price, and he asked me if I would drive him back to his office, drop him off, bring the car back. So on the ride to his office, he began to ask me about my background. I told him I just graduated from JSU, and I was still looking for a job. And he said, you know, we have a new hire training program that my company's put together for college graduates. Why don't you talk to us? And I said, that'd be great, but I don't know anything about computers at all. And when we got into his office, he invited me to come in and meet some people. Before I knew it, I was sitting in a conference room with 4 different people, interviewing for a job that I had no idea how to do at a computer company I'd never heard of called Data General. A few days later, they called me back, and they offered me a job. But it required me to move to Orlando, Florida. And that was way beyond my comfort zone. The only other state I had been in besides Georgia in my life was Alabama. That was it. And I was really conflicted about leaving everything and everyone I knew behind, especially my mother and my sister. And at the time, technology wasn't a thriving industry, and certainly Data General was not the prominent company. And coupled with that, I knew nothing about computers at all. And I realized at that point I was in a big crossroads of my life. Which path? I had to pick a path, right? I was either going to stay and work in the body shop where I felt comfortable and hope that at some point a job in Atlanta would open up for me, or take a big chance on a fledgling company in a city that I didn't want to live in an industry that I knew absolutely nothing about, that wasn't a top-tier company that I had envisioned to be success. Ultimately, I chose the job and moved to Orlando. And at the time, this job and a move to the new city wasn't the idea of success that I had envisioned. But again, as happenstance would have it, I walked into my new office the first day. The first person I met was Ruth Weiss. And after talking with her for 15 minutes, I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. And we just celebrated our 32nd wedding anniversary and have 4 wonderful kids. So what I want you to take away from this is that as you begin this new journey, you already have an idea of the direction you want to go in your career, the city you want to live in, what your future family looks like, the kind of places you want to travel and see and go to, and even the kind of person you want to be, right? But what is so important right now is that you define success on your terms, okay? Not in terms of how the world defines it or someone says it is or some book tells you it is. You define success on your terms, okay? Don't fall into the comparison trap. Don't worry about the job other people are getting or how much money they make. If you don't hear anything else today, I want to encourage you to always define success on your terms. Okay, I'm going to ask you for 2 favors today. This can be a little awkward, but just ride with me on this, please. I want to ask all the graduates, shut your eyes for a moment. Ride with me on this, please. Okay? I want you to think about what success is in your life 20 years from now. Okay? Imagine you have no constraints, no limitations on time or money or resources, unconstrained. 20 years from now, and don't just think about it in terms of your life, of your career, but think about your full life, your faith, your family, your friends, your finances, and all the fun things and places. 20 years from now, unconstrained, what does success look like? Imagine it for just a moment. Okay, open your eyes. Now, I need you to make me a promise that every day for the next 20 years when you wake up, you remember how you've imagined success, okay? And I want you to ask yourself, am I thinking big enough? Now, beware. As you live life and have experiences, your vision of your success in your life in those areas is going to evolve and change, as it should. But the principal commitment I ask you to make to me, is reimagine what success is every single day and never, ever let it go, okay? Now, you need to be aware that the challenge with the journey you're about to start, there's not a playbook. There's not even a set of rules. And you're going to have to decide how you're going to play the game and the pace at which you're going to play it. It's never going to be clear and obvious exactly what you need to do or even when you need to do it. Sometimes you're just going to have to step out in faith and take a chance. Okay? Today, I don't have any magic words for you about what to do or how to do it, but what I can offer is what the foundation of JSU gave me and what 35 years of hindsight's taught me after leaving this exact Coliseum. First, find out what you love to do and what you're good at, and then become the best in the world at it. No matter what you do, set a very high standard for yourself. And don't compromise. Never compromise on your high standard. Right? Whether it's a job, a relationship, or just making your bed up in the morning. And be proud of who you are and what you stand for. And if you're not, fix it. Okay? You're going to experience adversity at every turn in the journey you make. Life's not fair. You're going to figure that out really quick. But how you handle it and how you manage it will define who you are and how the world sees you. And whenever you have a problem, whether you created it or whether you inherited it, own it, deal with it immediately and straight up. Because you see, the longer a problem sits out there, the more complicated it is to fix it. And what's so critical to realize is hard work will always beat smarter, faster, more money every single time. And remember, there's no shortcuts in reaching your goals. You have to do the work, and you have to pay your dues. There's going to be times when you think you can't go on anymore, you can't do it. But if you'll keep persevering, I promise you, you're going to end up exactly where you want to be. And you'll be surprised looking back how much fun that work actually was, and you'll be very glad you hung in there to see it through. You're going to have a lot of successes in your life. Celebrate them with your friends and your family. But always be humble, because pride can be a stumbling block to your success, and it can keep you from seeing the value in other approaches that are out there. And you're going to make some mistakes. You're going to even have some failures along the way. That's okay. You're supposed to. But learn from it. Do what you can to fix it. Don't dwell on it. It happened for a reason. Every mistake teaches us something, and it will always put you on the track and place you're supposed to be. And whether you're teaching a classroom, running a platoon, or building a company, you can't do it by yourself. And if you'll put your self-interest dead last and make sure everyone around you is getting what they want and need, you're going to be amazed at how well things go for you in your life. And no matter how impossible something looks, I promise you it's not. You're going to have to make a lot of decisions, probably some sooner rather than later along your journey. You're not going to get them all right. But when something works, think about how and why you made that decision. And remember that the key to making good decisions is learning how to follow your instincts, because your instincts will always get you to the right place. And when you get to the end of your journey, the relationships that you have are going to be your greatest assets. You've already made some great lifelong friends here at JSU, and you're going to make a lot more in your next steps in life. And you know what? You're going to have people that are going to disappoint you and let you down. Some are even going to betray you. But whenever possible, take the high road. Learn from it, let it go. The way you treat people, no matter who they are or what they can or can't do for you at any particular time, speaks to who you are, and it's going to contribute to your success or stand in your way. And then know what your priorities are and learn how to manage to them. What I realized through the years is that priorities fall for me in 5 basic areas, and I call them the 5 F's. And it's in this order: faith, family, friends, fun, and finance. And when I manage things in those priorities, they tend to work well, and when I don't, they usually get off center. And lastly, what I'd like to leave you with is this. There are so many great things ahead for all of you. But remember, what comes next, it's just a first step. You're not defined by your first job or the city that you live in, or how much money you even make. You're defined by your character and your integrity, about how you do things, about how the way you interact with those around you, and what you put back into the world. You've built a great foundation here at JSU to do something really incredible. You're going to go off and be great teachers, great military leaders, great builders of businesses. But you know what? That's not what people are going to remember. They're going to remember you by the way you interacted with them and the relationships that you built with them. And at the end of the journey, your most valuable assets will be those relationships. So always remember, you define success on your terms, and promise me, you will think about what success looks like for you every day of your life. So congratulations and thank you to the graduates, the facility, and the administration of Jacksonville State University for allowing me to be part of this special day. Go Gamecocks.
Thank you, Rob, for your remarks, your passionate remarks. We're so proud of you, your accomplishments, and your commitment to make this world a better place for us all. At this time, I would like to acknowledge and welcome our faculty who are participating in today's commencement. Would the faculty please stand? The JSU faculty have continuously supported our students as they work to achieve their academic goals. They have worked tirelessly and with compassion and creativity to ensure our students reach those goals of obtaining a college degree. Please join me in applauding the faculty and thanking them for their contributions to the educational accomplishments of today's class of JSU graduates. Thank you, faculty. You may be seated. Today, we recognize a number of bachelor's degree recipients who are graduating with special honors and Latin honors. They are identified by the gold cords that they wear. Graduates, as I call for your group of honors designations to stand, please do so and remain standing until all honors graduates are standing. Students graduating from our honors program are identified by the bronze medallions they wear. The designation Elite Honors Scholar identifies those who hold the Elite Honors Scholarship, the university's top academic scholarship, and are also active members of the university's honors program. These students must complete 30 hours or more of honors designated courses, 56 or more service hours, and maintain a grade point average of 3.25. Will those graduates with this distinction please stand and remain standing? The designation Honors Program graduate identifies those who are active members of the university's honors program and who complete 24 hours or more of honors designated courses, maintaining a grade point average of 3.25. Will those graduates with this distinction please stand and remain standing? Students graduating summa cum laude have achieved an institutional grade point average of 3.9 or higher on a 4-point grading system. Will those graduates with this distinction please stand and remain standing? Students graduating magna cum laude have achieved a grade point average of 3.7 to 3.89. Will those graduates please stand and remain standing? Students graduating cum laude have achieved a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.69. Will those graduates please stand and remain standing? Phi Kappa Phi is the nation's oldest national honor society for all academic disciplines. Phi Kappa Phi initiates only those students who have maintained an excellent academic record in all courses throughout their undergraduate or graduate careers. Will all Phi Kappa Phi members who are graduating this morning please stand and remain standing? Please join me in acknowledging this outstanding group of JSU graduates. Well done, honors graduates. You may be seated. Now, the moment we have anticipated and the reason we are here, the conferral of degrees. Will the candidates for graduate degrees please rise? President Killingsworth, I present to you the candidates for graduate degrees.
Upon recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Alabama and by the Jacksonville State University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the graduate degree you have earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated.
Will all graduates for baccalaureate or undergraduate degrees please rise? That's everyone else. President Killingsworth, I present to you the candidates for undergraduate degrees.
Upon recommendation of the faculty and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Alabama and by the Jacksonville State University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the undergraduate degree you have earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Graduates, you may now move your tassels to the left. Welcome to the community of scholars. I proudly proclaim that you are now graduates and alumni of Jacksonville State University. Congratulations, graduates, and please be seated. It is now time to introduce our convocation bell ringer. Will Mr. Jacob Rogers please come forward at this time? In fall of 2018, a freshman class member rang the bell at freshman convocation, symbolizing the beginning of the freshman journey to earning a bachelor's degree. The bell ringing at commencement symbolizes the student completing and earning the bachelor's degree. To commemorate today's graduation, Mr. Jacob Rogers will now ring the bell. Thank you, Jacob.
Will the graduate degree recipients please rise?
So good morning. I am Dr. Channing Ford, Dean of Graduate Studies. Today I present those individuals completing their graduate degrees. With the completion of your degree, you now have earned the privilege of wearing a hood. The hood symbolizes not only your accomplishment and academic distinction, but your field of expertise. The color of the velvet trim is distinctive of your academic field, and the interior lining of red and white is worn to represent Jacksonville State University as your degree-granting institution. President Killingsworth, I present the recipients of graduate degrees who were recently presented with their hoods. These individuals have fulfilled the requirements for the Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Education Specialist, Master of Science in Education, Master of Public Administration, and Master of Social Work degrees. Graduates, please come to the stage to be recognized.
Master of Arts in English, Aline Samantha Renault. Rebecca Elizabeth Weaver. Master of Arts in History, Eddie Cal Gilpin. Tristan Lambright. Patrick Connor Smith. Master of Arts in Integrated Studies, Angela Walker. Master of Business Administration, Megan Kathleen Armstrong. Abigail Elizabeth Bradley. Simone Birdsong. Jordan Faith Garman. Jessica Kelly. Sebastian Mendez. Ethan Andrew Terry. Austin Tillison. Michael Walker. Brennan Dakota Wallace. Tony White Jr. Master of Science in Counselor Education with a concentration in clinical mental health counseling, Tony Saxton Clayton. Kristen Nicole Harrelson. Alexandra Marie Hatley. Tabitha Bailey Romine. William Lee Vincent. Master of Science in Education and Early Childhood Education, Riley Elizabeth Breeken. Victoria Michelle Dollar. Master of Science in Education and Elementary Education, Vanessa Jill Chambly. Tori Jordan Dobson. Mackenzie Lauren Gossett. Amanda Grace Howell. Briley Jones Knowles. Jessica Lee Rogers. Master of Science in Education in English Language Arts, Davita Renee Harris Brown. Master of Science in Education in Family Consumer Science, Barbara Oliver. Master of Science in Education in Instructional Leadership, Stephanie Stegan. Master of Science in Education in Mathematics, Tatiana Brachet Green. Master of Science in Education in Special Education Collaborative, Ashlyn Rebecca Barnett. Deanna Coker. Allison Fisher. Ronnie Michelle Hurd. Master of Public Administration with a concentration in Administrative Management, Brody Lane Jones. Master of Science in Criminal Justice, Fitzporter Kidd. Abigail McCullough. Master of Science in Emergency Management, Andre Remy Fluette. Allison April Herbert. William Bradley Holt. Mark Dalton Johnson. Carlin Monica Burnaby Matias. Hannah Bates Smith. Melissa Lou Strauss. Master of Social Work, Madison Page Duncan. The College of Arts and Humanities.
I'm Dr. Stacy Stone, Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities. President Killingsworth, I present to you candidates who have fulfilled all undergraduate degree requirements for the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts degrees in the College of Arts and Humanities. Graduates, please cross the stage and be recognized.
Sydney Bryan. Miranda Cannon. Alexis Lorraine Christian. Tracy Cook. Keisha Michelle Corbett. Casey Joe Foster. Malik DeAnthony Francis. Ashe Gates. William Allen Hall. Alex Kipchumba Kidum. Jessica Lynn Laughlin. Caitlin Marie Marshall. Caitlin Marie Miss Kelly. Destiny Ashlyn Monahan. Amy Gail Naylor. Destiny Michelle Norton. Ashley Nicole Price. Lundre Cottrell Reeves. Addie Mae Robinson. Robert Sean Wadsworth. George Steele. Simon Paul Trescott. Brian Terrell Walker. Christy Murphy Wood. The College of Business and Industry.
I'm Dr. Brent Cunningham, Interim Dean of the College of Business and Industry. President Killingsworth, I present the candidates for undergraduate degree who have fulfilled the requirements for the Bachelor of Arts and the Bachelor of Science degrees in the College of Business and Industries. Graduates, please come to the stage to be recognized.
Lakeitha Ball. John Bannister. Benjamin Bell. Kalia Levon Braswell. Candace Nicole Brooks. Nicholas Carmi Brown. Darian Elizabeth Buss. Haley Brooke Cheatwood. Lawrence Craig Copeland. Maxwell Scott Coslow. Chase Donald Crandall. Colby Davis. Shane Thomas Denman. Haley Simone Dennis. Nick Reed Dunston. Caden Epperson. Johnny James George Jr. Mason Edward George. Timothy Wayne Gray. Laurel Harp. Carrie Nicole Harris. Sterling A. Harris. Megan Nicole Hendon. Trevor Houston. Eric Winaldo Juarez. Stephen Coleman Justice. Macy Elizabeth Lance. Kyra Danielle Lewis. Brett Dawson Mackey. Travis Frank Maccabee. Kiana Miller. Lakia Shabrail Moore. Corey Sean O'Neill Jr. Emily Nicole O'Neill. Matthew Lennon Pinkston. Michael Garrett Presley. Tanner Coy Reeves. William Jake Richardson. Jacob Aaron Rogers. Brianna Taylor. Kamaya Townsend. Marquise Troutman. Jacob Ryan Wooten. Kevin Terrell Young. The College of Education and Professional Studies.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Kimberly Gators White, Dean of the College of Education and Professional Studies. President Killingsworth, I present the recipients of the undergraduate degrees who will fulfill the requirements of the Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Science in Education degrees in the College of Education and Professional Studies. Graduates, please come to the stage to be recognized.
Tara Michelle Lindsay. Madison Grace Ralston. Verna Sims. Ellen Brielle Toomey. Morgan Lee White. The College of Social and Behavioral Sciences.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Maureen Newton, Dean for the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. President Killingsworth, I present the recipients of undergraduate degrees who have fulfilled the requirements for the Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Social Work degrees in the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences. Graduates, please come to the stage to be recognized.
Sierra Adams. Matthew Allen. Jera Page Allen. Faith Bell. Sarah Elizabeth Blackwell. Jonah Horton Bobo. Asia Maisha Burks. Emily Louise Burt. Kayla Ann Carpenter. Franklin Cento. Karma Hope Dobson. Marcus Trey Fortner. Taryn Vista Granger. Jasmine Nicole Gray. Sunny Faith Hyberic. Jyla Ariel Jones. Alyssa Megan Lee. Ryan Lee Martin. Melissa Miguel. Second Lieutenant Gradlin Matthew Montalto. Sabria Nicole Porter. Jacarly Porter Keith. Brianna Nicole Putman. Deadria Nicole Shelby. Tina Spears Garrett. LaKendra Janae Staples. Cheyenne Turley. Second Lieutenant Bradley Phillip Turner. Casey Jatim Washington. Alexis Graham Willis.
Congratulations to all of our graduates and best wishes for a successful career and a happy life. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Casey Ogle, Director of Alumni Relations, to welcome our newest graduates to the Alumni Association. Ms. Ogle.
On behalf of the JSU National Alumni Association, I'd like to welcome you to our alumni family, a network of over 74,000 graduates across the globe. What I need you to know today is that your relationship with JSU doesn't end here. We want and we need you to stay involved. Take advantage of the networking opportunities that the Alumni Association provides. Attend an alumni event, get to know other Gamecocks in your area. Now we're gonna ask you to give back in whatever capacity you can, whether that be helping us recruit future students, mentoring a current student, or supporting a scholarship when you can. We are so proud of you, and we cannot wait to see all that your future holds. So, take your strengths and take your passion and go make this world a better place. Congratulations, graduates, and don't ever forget, we are forever Gamecocks.
Would everyone please stand for the benediction by Father Franklin Famukong?
I invite you to bow your heads for blessings. May the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who is always loving, merciful, and faithful, accompany you all the days of your life. May He, who helped you with His grace, make you not always wait for the perfect moment, but to have the courage to take the moment and make it perfect. Remember that not too many will care about how much you know until they know how much you care. To the administration, staff, and faculty, advisors, and coaches, may the words of Reverend March be your blessing. And it may be that the children you have led with trembling hands will be found among your jewels when you reach the better land. May goodness precede you, and may kindness follow after you. May unity, love, mutual respect, scholarship, and friendship remain the most fundamental values of this great institution. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen. God bless you.
This concludes our summer 2022 commencement ceremony. It is now time for the recessional. Please remain in your seats until the recessional is completed. After the recessional, family and friends are encouraged to meet the graduates outside of the Coliseum. Thank you for coming.